Hi, welcome back. I knew you would be back for the second part of Learning Unit 5, Digital Rights and Responsibilities. We're now talking about Creative Commons, and you might have noticed the image on the video, and you might have seen it also before on an image, which is allowing copyright, and that there is copyright on that particular image. Now, Creative Commons is a non-profit organization based in California, and it allows copyright licenses and Creative Commons license, which is free of charge to the public, which means that you can enhance upon the image, build upon it, alter it, and share it without the negotiation of the original creator. So this NP organization is focused on increasing a range of creative work, whatever it is, so that it can be available to the public. And they can alter it the way they want to without having to ask permission from the author. And we call this part of our Creative Commons. So if you turn into your model manual, you'll see all the different licenses. We won't go too much into detail with them. You can always talk about this with your lecturer, the different kinds of rights, like sharing them and attribution, copy, distribute, displaying the work, and the different sorts of possible variations there in terms of the combinations of licenses. We'll be moving on now to individual. So once again, I'm talking about you, the student, and how you have a right to accessing the internet and any kind of information that you want to solve your problem. So you have a right to that plethora of information and what is out there to help solve your studies and to further your education. But however, you are still responsible in terms of the plagiarism component of being ethical in that use of information. So we mentioned plagiarism quite a lot, but it is pertaining to you as a student to be very ethical and responsible when it comes to other people's work. And then when you're paraphrasing the work into your own words, it still needs to be credited to that author. Another thing you need to be careful about is that even though you're accessing the internet, you have a right to that you should not be engaging in any cyberbullying activities and trying to harm people online. So they give an example saying you have an argument online with a friend and you say some ugly things. As you are better with words than your friend, you're able to hurt them far more than you, and that this could be cyberbullying. And you shared a photo that shows your friend in a funny but compromising position, that is cyberbullying. An infringement of their privacy. And these actions are done within the right to access the internet and freedom of speech, but then where is the responsibility? So you might be thinking that you're just having fun and posting whatever and saying those comments about your friend or your family members and so on, but that you didn't know that you might be engaging in some cyberbullying, because these things can be spread on the internet by their friends, and they're out there in the internet sort of sphere and can keep on increasing in terms of their digital footprint. So be very careful with what you are sharing out there, what you are putting out there, because you as the individual need to be very responsible. And then they go into talking about that you can be labeled as a bully, your records could reflect plagiarism, you have these responsibilities. So you need to be very careful as a digital citizen. That is where we end off in terms of our content for digital rights and responsibilities. Our next part is going to be digital laws. And I've just put you a little tip that when you're going to create your POE video for the assessments, that maybe you should consider using Powtoon. It is a free trial that lasts for 4 days, but can help in terms of creating a discussion around the 9 elements. It's just a nice sort of tool for using for activities as well, and so on. Also, don't forget to look at the back of your learning unit. You'll find recommended digital reading. You'll find digital engagement activities that you can use. And please remember to look at your lesson plan and complete those activities. It's very important. And make sure that you tell your lecturer if you have any problems with this content so far, and write down notes as you go along. Thank you so much, and we'll see you for digital law.